Hi everyone, welcome back to my Facebook page and YouTube channel, Captain Coach RJ. And I'd like to refresh once again regarding the collision regulations. And as per the loss prevention guide and collisions, how to avoid them, it's like a guide, North of England under P&I Association. It's very, very nice guide, okay? Now, when it comes to action to avoid collisions, okay? So this is the picture. Rule number 8, action to avoid collision. I am really very particular about the importance of this rule, okay? Now, prior to this action, we have number 7 rule. Identify the risk of collision. And after you identify the risk of collision, then your next step to do is rule number 8. Action to avoid collisions. Now, I want you to read that rule again, rule number 8, and try to understand it by yourself, okay? We have A until F description of the rules, and on the later part, I will also share what the loss prevention guide tells us what to do in order to avoid collisions, okay? Now, my fellow mates, either you are junior deck officers or senior officers, do not underestimate the collision regulation, especially rule number 8. This is very, very important part of our navigation, is to make or to bring the vessel to safety, okay? And your responsibility is very important as a navigating officer and duty officer, okay? To be safe and bring the vessel into safety. And this is the reason why we need to understand fully these collision regulations rules. All right? So just tune in, keep listening and watching that loss prevention guide explanations. All right? I just relate to you. Okay, thank you. Just keep tuning, all right? Action to avoid collision. Rule number 8. Do something and do it early. As soon as you identify a risk of collision, you must identify the correct actions to avoid collision to ensure the vessel will pass at a safe distance. You should then take that action to avoid collision as soon as it is appropriate to do so. Action to avoid collision should always be positive. Make a big alteration of course and or speed. Made in good time, which means early. Seaman-like, do not make the situation worse or any other ship in the vicinity. Assess what they may have to do. Easily seen by the other ships. Avoid a series of small alterations of course and or speed. Remember, a substantial alteration made early is better than a very large alteration made late. The closer you are to the other vessel, the greater the risk of collision and the more you will have to do to pass at a safe distance. Small alteration of course and speed are also dangerous. They do not often solve the problem, that they do not give the other vessel a clear identification of what you are doing. Remember to make an appropriate sound and light signals. You should confirm your actions to avoid collision by monitoring the change in CPA. Keep taking compass bearings and checking the situation until the risk of collision is over. And remember, your engine, if your ability to alter course is constrained, then slow down or stop. Giving way and not impeding. If the coal rigs require you not to impede or give way to another vessel, then you must take every early action to make sure risk of collision does not develop. If you are not to be impeded or stand on vessel, then you must always be prepared for the giveaway vessel not to take the correct action. If a risk of collision develops, you will have to act. Remember the caution in rule number 2 on responsibilities and your continuing responsibilities in rule 17 on action by the stand-on vessel. Always do something positive and timely to avoid a collision. Once again, this is Captain Coach RJ. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye.